Hi everyone, Nikki here, founder of Class4Kids, and I'm delighted that we're joined by Gavin, who is the tournament director of the Blackpool Cup, representing Euro Sportring. Yep. And again, I'm terrible at getting Sportring right, but there's a bit of history there with where it's come from.
Yeah, well,
it's not Sporting.
No, we've got an extra R in it, and I'm not sure exactly where it comes from, but it's a Dutch thing. So, it's Euro Sportring.
Sportring, yeah. Excellent. Okay, and look, Class4Kids are very proud this year to be one of the main sponsors of the Blackpool Cup, which we'll go into a wee bit more about hopefully what we're going to get involved and what we're going to bring. But what I thought would be great while we've got you here, Gavin, is just to find out a wee bit more about the Blackpool Cup and also the history, behind it, because it's been going for a few years now, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thanks for having us.
No
We're delighted to have Class4Kids as one of our main partners, and we're really excited about some of the activation that we're going to have as well. And we see that Class4Kids as a partner has got great synergy with the tournament as well, and so we're delighted, first of all. So thanks for your support. And the tournament itself has been running for 30 years this year coming, so it's a big celebration year for us. We're looking forward to that, and it has been in the footballing calendar for such a long time. You know, we have players that come, coaches nowadays that come and say when they were younger, you know, they came down and played in the Blackpool Cup as a kid, and now they're bringing their kids along to participate in it. So and we've really grown over the last sort of 5 years since we joined sort of with Euro Sportring. And we have over sort of 360 teams participate over the 2 weekends now, so it's a massive event over 2 weekends in Blackpool. And
it's a great story because, you know, you talked about coaches who played, but similar to yourself, you've also played, but you've actually been involved, and actually there's some family connections there that have been involved in running the Blackpool Cup now for over for those 30 years.
Yeah, absolutely. We played in it myself when I was younger, and also we family members established the tournament, and I took over at some point, and then as it's grown, sort of gone full time with Euro Sportring because of the size of the event now and the number of people that attend it. So it's got a real sort of sentimental value to me as well as being something that I do full time as a job.
Yeah. And I mean, so look, I know a lot about the Blackpool Cup, obviously now, with Class4Kids, but I'm a football coach myself. I've got a team, the 2013's Mogai football club team that I coach, and we're now hopefully going to be entering into it. And so talk me through, or let everyone know exactly if people didn't know about it, because, you know, as I say, I've just found out about it really in the last year, but it's a big event, and you've got how many teams are usually going, and what age range do you have those sort of teams?
Yeah, I mean, we have age groups from under 7s through to under 17s. We have boys and girls, and as I say, 360 teams last year. We're hoping to get over 400 teams this year. Wow. For 2024. But it's an amazing experience for a youth team to go away for. You know, it's like their mini sort of European Championships or World Cup. So a lot of the teams, 90% are travelling to Blackpool, and they stay in accommodation, so they get to spend time together as a team. And we've found that it's not just really about going away and playing in the competition. You know, there's lots of life skills that they can learn, you know, being part of a team, communication, winning and losing is part of it as well. So it's not just about going away to Blackpool for a weekend. There's lots of things that, you know, add value to the team themselves and, you know, to each individual player that participates.
Yeah. Any tips for me? Because I'm thinking already the bus down with all the kids.
Yeah.
Could be chaos. Can I ship them down early and then come later?
Does that that would be ideal if it could, but unfortunately, no. You have to be with them. One thing I'd say is we tend to get a lot of parents coming along as well. So, so from the team manager's point of view, the more parents and extra helpers there is better, just to keep an eye. But sometimes it's the parents at the side of the pitch we have to keep an eye on more than the kids. But
similar to the football matches then as well.
Absolutely. And we have a great programme around the football. So the tournament's certainly a massive part of it. But, you know, there's lots going on in Blackpool itself. And we also have a big event programme round about the tournament with our opening ceremony on the Friday night. And we do official sort of respect ceremony on the Sunday after each team's game. So there's lots going on as well as them, participating in a football tournament.
Yeah. And you must, I'm guessing over the years, you've so many teams that will come year after year, but also a lot of teams that probably, for the first time last year, for example, that was it, they were their first time. What would you sort of say to people who, have never participated? They maybe, like myself, have got a team in grassroots football right now, playing every week. What would you say to them, in terms of the reasons and the benefits that actually this is the year maybe to just do that extra mile? And also, how do you, because I'm guessing there's cost there to it, so I know there's ways that a lot of teams will maybe fundraise as well. What are you seeing as the ways that teams get involved and the benefits that it would bring them?
Yeah, sure. I think the key thing is to try and start early. So September, as the season starts, is a good time to sort of plan it and get commitment from parents, and then you've got a sort of full season to fundraise, do events to sort of go towards the costs of it, but get as many sort of parents involved as you can. It's always quite difficult, I know, but if you have a separate committee set up that's just fundraising for an event or going on tour, then it certainly takes the pressure off, because coaches, they've pretty much got a full-time second job coaching, 2 or 3 times a week and games at the weekend. So you really need to have that support from extra parents or committee members to sort of look after the fundraising side of things, and start early. The earlier you start, the more chance you've got of, doing fundraising events and collecting money in. And the way that we split our payment schedule up, we split it up into 2 25% payments. So we're not looking for the full 100% payment straight away, 2 25% payments, and then 50% after sort of Christmas time. So
to make it manageable.
For people. And we've found that if you do start early, you do have a committee, then it does certainly make it easier for the coaches or the managers that are taking on the responsibility.
Brilliant. Good tips again. So Class4Kids, we're going to be one of the main sponsors there, which very excited. To be part of it, such a big tournament, biggest in Europe. I think you were saying of all the 65 that Euro Sportring are involved in. So really excited to be doing that, and I guess attracting sponsors and getting people involved, is a big part of actually putting the event on itself, isn't it? So we're hoping that Class4Kids can add to that. We're certainly going to come down with our film crew and our expertise to support you. But is that the sort of areas that you constantly look every year to try and get people to support the Blackpool Cup as well?
Yeah, I think from our point of view, one of our sort of strap lines, if you like, is to create memories that will last a lifetime. And in order to do that, we want to add value every year. We want to try and add something extra. So the opening ceremony was a massive thing that we started just 3 years ago, and it's become a sort of mini event in itself. And some of the activations that we'll talk about, I'm sure, in the months to come, that we're going to do with Class4Kids will add some extra value as well, because we want to do that. We want to be something that is experiential and people feel that they've got some real good value from, and having you guys on board and other sponsors allows us to give that extra value back to the participants. So we're really excited about what we can do and what added value we can give to participating teams. Yeah, no, brilliant. And likewise, I think we've I'm so impressed with the setup and right from your ceremony at the start, but just everything that's going on around the tournament and the organisation. I'm guessing there's a few sleepless nights as it's coming up to the tournament for you, Gavin, and the organisation. I think just usually just after Christmas, sort of the New Year, that's when I sleep maybe 4 or 5 hours a day, but it's worth it. Particularly we do like an amazing closing sort of ceremony for each team, respect ceremony, and that's probably my favourite time of the event, because every team, regardless where they finish in the competition, they can come to our sort of, which will be our Class4Kids hub. We have a main sort of respect ceremony stage set up there, and they get their UEFA respect medals, sort of participant medals that they get presented with, and we do country flag, national anthem, and incredible. Yeah, but honestly, from kids that are 7 right up to the older age groups of 17, it's the sort of 5 minutes of fame. Yep. And it's a great photo opportunity for the parents, but it's creating that lifelong memory. Yeah. And the amount of comments we get afterwards with people saying, you made my son feel like he was a professional, or you made them feel so special, and that is that's when those sleepless nights
are worth it.
Are worth it, definitely, to get that kind of reaction. And you see them on the stage, they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah. Listen, we are delighted to be part of it this year. Really looking forward to supporting it. And just can't wait to get stuck in with the organisation and hopefully make some of those sleepless nights a wee bit less for you if we can take a wee bit of the burden.
I'll take that any day.
So listen, look, great to have you here in the Class for Kids studio. It's been brilliant catching up with you, and we'll see you at the Blackpool Cup.
Brilliant, Nikki. Thanks.
Brilliant. Cheers, Gavin. Thanks.